All right, 5 o'clock. Thank you guys, everybody. Slim crowd tonight. Thank y'all for being here. We'll work through this agenda and get any questions answered for our meeting next week. First thing we'll have next week is a proclamation from the mayor for January 2022 for Gifted Education Month. I think Susan's working on that for us. Next item is resolution number 21403, approve Historic Preservation Commission's decision to reject construction of a courtyard at 411 Walnut Street Northeast.
Well, the Historic Preservation Commission had an application filed by the Kennedys. They found that what they were trying to do, they being the board, Historic Preservation Commission, found that what they were doing did not meet the design standards and they rejected it. The Kennedys, as prescribed by the city ordinance, has now appealed to y'all to hear. And what will happen next week will be the Historic Preservation Commission representatives will share why they made that decision, and the Kennedys will share why they think it ought to be granted, and then y'all will decide.
Okay.
Didn't we issue a couple stop works on that, and they went back and started again and again after a stop work was
That's my
issued?
understanding, that there was some multiple interactions and some stop and go. Yes, sir. That's what I understand.
All right, any questions on that? All right, next we have approval of minutes, December 7th, 2021, 6 p.m. council meeting, December 13th, 2021, 5 p.m. work session, and December 20th, 2021, 9:30 a.m. work session. Any questions? All right, resolution number 22001, and I'll read all three of these, if that's okay.
Yes, sir, they're all the same.
Okay. Approve request from DISH for a special use permit to co-locate on the existing tower located at 47 Thurston Park Road. Resolution number 22002, approve request from DISH for a special use permit to co-locate on the existing tower located at 522 Laurel Street Southwest. And resolution number 22003, approve request from DISH for a special use permit to co-locate on the existing tower located at 105 14th Street Southwest.
Yes, President, Council President and Council. David Andrews with CMS, the city's consultant for telecommunications. These three resolutions are a continuation of DISH's approach to coverage, providing coverage for the city. All three are new co-locations. The 47 Thurston Park Road is actually in the police jurisdiction. It will service the Austin High School area. It is a 200-foot self-support tower. They're requesting to co-locate on the tower at 154 feet. And they have a standard package that they're putting on the tower. It'll be 3 antennas, 6 RUs, and 1 feed line for every tower. The second resolution is the same for Laurel Street. It is a 120-foot monopole tower. They're requesting it at 106. And this will be the south of the belt line on Central is the coverage area that it's targeting. And then we have 105 14th Street, which is also a 120-foot monopole tower, and they're wanting to go at 106. And this will be north of the belt line on Central, close to 14th Street is the area that it's coverage. CMS has reviewed the applications for all three and recommends approval.
Okay, any questions? Thanks, David. Next is resolution number 22004, approve contract for historic structures report using CLG grant funds. I believe that's for the Princess Theater.
It is, that's what I understand, yeah. Be some matching funds involved.
All right, any questions? Okay, next is resolution 22005, approve Red Sage Communications Agreement. And this is the presentation that they came and gave us a couple of weeks ago, and I think everybody should have a copy of the contract and the presentation that they gave us. The cost is $150,000 for a 12-month contract. Herman reviewed it. Any comments there? We made a couple changes.
I have a few changes, and then there will be additional expenses with setting up some web pages and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which is, it's not necessarily gonna be paid to Red Sage, it's just that they were making us aware that those were gonna be some additional costs.
Are they gonna bring back the additional cost, or is that included in the 150,000?
It would be
Well,
all
it's
cost.
not in that, they made an estimate within the contract of what they, believe it, they estimated the
It's
potential cost.
12,000,
It's
it's about
about
12,000
12,
a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's G or H in the contract, and then there's like boosts and stuff like that that we'd be responsible for.
Okay.
I think that was $200 a month.
Yeah, if we boost.
Yeah. All right, any questions on that? Welcome, Mr. Pike. All right, resolution number 22006, approve Weisner proposal for Deerfoot Estates drainage improvements. Lee?
Yes, this will allow Weisner to move forward with the right-of-way acquisition needed for that drainage project. They'll be doing appraisals, negotiations, and project management for that right-of-way acquisition.
Yeah, I think we had approved last year in the engineering for this project.
Yeah, there's 11 properties involved, and it's involves Princeton Place also.
Yeah. Okay, any questions? All right, ordinances, first reading, ordinance number 224489, approve annexation request 36621 for Greystone Properties and Land Services LLC, 59.8 acres located on Central Avenue Southwest.
Yes, this is roughly 60 acres immediately behind the training center complex down on Central Avenue, and this was recommended for approval by the Planning Commission.
And we rezoned this already.
This was
Pre-zoned.
pre-zoned
Sorry,
to
yeah.
R5, yes,
Okay.
patio homes.
And is it the same developer that did Greystone?
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay. The Greystone properties threw me off, but.
The person who developed Greystone currently owns the property, but they will not be the developer
Okay,
of the
gotcha.
project.
All right, any questions? All right, ordinance number 224490, approve option agreement with Richard Winstead for purchase of Second Avenue lots.
Yes, this is currently a parking lot on Second Avenue, right next to the Casa Grande Park that the city owns. And a developer has approached the city and is interested in doing a development on the site. This would allow them the option to purchase this property.
Okay, and sale price was,
81,000?
yeah,
That's right.
and that was appraisal.
That was the
negotiated-
appraised,
It may have been, that was negotiated by Dane, so I'm not
Okay.
sure.
that was the appraised value of the property, yes.
Do you know, Herman, if we can, so they're saying, do you know what it's gonna be for?
It would be the typical downtown development, so first floor commercial, upper floors residential is what they're looking at.
Okay. Is it possible to put in some type of contract, I don't know what we've done in the past, where they have to do that for us to sell the property? Like, you know, they're coming to us saying, we're gonna do this, I wanna buy this property, or is that outside of what we would wanna include?
You can give them a time frame within which to do the project, and that's what they presented to us. You can, yes, the answer to your question is yes. You can put a time limit on it, and you can also restrict the use of it. And if they do not do that, then by agreement, I'm just paraphrasing, then they would sell it back to us for what they paid for it.
Okay.
Now, that's not part of the negotiations, but
Yeah,
we're still in that, it would be a good thing to find out if that's acceptable to them before we,
well, I would think we would be selling it for that purpose, and if some other purpose came up, we might not wanna,
right, and we also don't want it just to be sitting there idle.
right. We may need to talk to them about that, maybe then we can talk to Dane.
Well, I
All
think, Lee, you were part of that too, come to think of it.
I've been involved in some of the talks on this, yes.
Do you think that would be any issue?
I'm not sure, we just have to ask.
Okay, we can talk about that, but if you wanna talk to Dane, maybe, and y'all can, just some type of agreement where it is gonna be multifamily with retail on the bottom, some kind of time frame expectation, I think would be good.
Okay.
All right, any other questions? All right, next ordinance number 214486, approve annexation request 36521 for approximately 7.1 acres located at 3827 and 3831 Highway 31 South.
This is the Champion dealership looking to annex.
Okay. All right, any questions on that one? All right, anything else from any directors? Anything else from council? All right, we are dismissed. Thank you all.